Leviticus 23. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Leviticus 23. And Yah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, The appointed times of Yah, which you are to proclaim as set-apart gatherings, my appointed times are these. 6 days work is done, but the seventh day is a Sabbath of rest, a set-apart gathering. You do no work. It is a Sabbath to Yah to all your dwellings. These are the appointed times of Yah, set apart gatherings, which you are to proclaim at their appointed times. In the first new moon, on the 14th of the new moon, between the evenings, it is Pisa to Yah, P-E with a half a check mark on top of it, S-A-H with a dot underneath of it, to Yah. And on the 15th day of the new moon is the festival of Matzot, M-A-T-Z-O-T, to Yah. 7 days you eat unleavened bread. On the first day you have a set-apart gathering. You do no servile work, S-E-R-V-I-L-E. And you shall bring an offering made by fire to Yah for 7 days. On the seventh day is a set-apart gathering. You do no servile work. I think that means like work where money's involved. And you spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them, When you come into the land which I give you, and shall reap its harvest, then you shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest to the priest, and you shall wave the sheaf before you for your acceptance on the marrow, M-O-R-R-O-W. I think that's like what's in bones, marrow. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest waves it. And on that day when you wave the sheaf, you shall prepare a male lamb a year old, a perfect one, as an ascending offering to Yah, and its grain offering 2/10 of an ephah, E with a half a check mark, P-H-A-H, of fine flour mixed with oil, an offering made by fire to Yah, a sweet fragrance, and its drink offering 1/4 of a hin of wine, H-I-N, hin of wine. And you do not eat bread or roasted grain or fresh grain until the same day that you have brought an offering to your Elohim, a law forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. And from the marrow after the Sabbath, from the day that you brought the sheaf of the wave offering, you shall count for yourselves 7 completed Sabbaths, so 7 weeks. Until the marrow after the 7th Sabbath, you count 50 days, and then you shall bring a new grain offering to Yah. Bring from your dwellings for a wave offering 2 loaves of bread of 2/10 of an ephah of fine flour. They are baked with leaven, first fruits to Yah. And besides the bread, you shall bring 7 lambs a year old, perfect ones, and 1 young bull and 2 rams. They are an ascending offering to Yah with their grain offering and their drink offerings, an offering made by fire for a sweet fragrance to Yah. I could just imagine sitting there telling you all what to do, and you do it because it pleases me, and you get to burn. You basically, it's like smelling your mother's cooking. Think about that. It is fantastic. Mother or father, either or. When you smell cooking from your parents, you're like, wow, that's amazing. I can just imagine that's probably what it's like for him. It's like, wow, thank you for burning that to me. And when they don't burn it to him, it's like, I don't know, it's just not the same. The food ain't the same, It's got to have that great smell to it. But anyways, And you shall offer one male goat as a sin offering, and 2 male lambs a year as a slaughter of peace offerings. And the priest shall wave them besides the bread of the first fruits as a wave offering before Yah, besides the 2 lambs. They are set apart to Yah for the priest. And on the same day you shall proclaim a set apart gathering for yourselves. You do no servile work on it, a law forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations. And when you reap the harvest of your land, do not completely reap the corners of your field when you reap, and do not gather any gleaning from your harvest. I don't know what gleaning is either. From your harvest, leave them for the poor and for the stranger. I am Yah, your Elohim. And Yah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, It is the 7th new moon. On the first day of the new moon, you have a rest of remembrance of Teru, a set apart gathering. TERU'. You do no servile work, and you shall bring an offering made by fire to Yah. And Yah spoke to Moshe, saying, On the 10th day of this 7th new moon is Yom HaKippurim. YOM space HAKIPPURIM. It shall be a set apart gathering for you, and you shall afflict your beings, and shall bring an offering made by fire to Yah. I'm pretty sure when they say to afflict your beings, they're talking about fasting, because everyone wants to eat. I know I want to eat. And fasting would be an affliction to your body, because they've already told you not to mark your body or to cut yourself or anything like that. So it wouldn't be like a physical affliction, like you'd beat yourself. It'd be more like you're fasting. And shall bring an offering made by fire to Yah, and you do no work on that same day, for it is Yom Kippurim, to make atonement for you before Yah your Elohim. For any being who is not afflicted on that same day, he shall be cut off from his people. And any being who does any work on that same day, that being I shall destroy from the midst of his people. You do no work, a law forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. It is a Sabbath of rest to you, and you shall afflict your beings on the 9th day of the new moon at evening. From evening to evening you observe your Sabbath. And Yah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, On the 15th day of this 7th new moon is the festival of Sukkoth, Sukkot, for 7 days to Yah. On the first day is a set apart gathering. You do no servile work. For 7 days you bring an offering made by fire to Yah. On the 8th day there shall be a set apart gathering for you, and you shall bring an offering made by fire to Yah. It is a closing festival. You do no servile work. There are the appointed times of Yah, which you proclaim as set apart gatherings, to bring an offering made by fire to Yah, an ascending offering, an ascending offering an ascending offering, and a grain offering, a slaughtering and drink offering, as commanded for every day, besides the Sabbaths of Yah, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides all your voluntary offerings which you gave to Yah. On the 15th day of the 7th new moon, when you gather in the fruit of the land, celebrate the festival of Yah for 7 days. On the first day is a rest, and on the 8th day a rest. Excuse me. And you shall take for yourselves on the first day the fruit of good trees, branches of palm trees, twigs of leafy trees, and willows of the stream, and shall rejoice before Yah your Elohim for 7 days, and you shall celebrate it as a festival to Yah for 7 days in the year. a law forever in your generations. Celebrate it in the 7th new moon. Dwell in booths for 7 days. All who are native born in Israel dwell in booths, so that your generations know that I made the children of Israel dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Mitzrayim. I am Yah, your Elohim. Thus did Moshe speak to the appointed times of Yah to the children of Israel. Now, again, the sacrificing is the only thing that got taken out because Yehoshua made that sacrifice over 2,000 years ago. Way before the letter J even became a real thing.